Hello guys, welcome back to Epidaga's Dumbbox and this is Akshay Daga. In this video, I will show you how to start with R, like how to write your first code in R, and before that what needs to be done. And before proceeding with the R programming, I have already shown you how to install R and R Studio on Windows and Mac. Videos for that you will find it on my channel, and you will find all the steps which I am mentioning over here, all the basic commands and everything in my blog post, and link to that will be given in the description of the video. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start with R on Mac. There is very small difference while setting a working directory on Mac and Windows, and I'll show you when it will be required. So first of all, what is working directory? Working directory is nothing but a normal directory or folder on your computer which will store all the project files of R, like whatever file. If you want to read any file by name, or if you are writing any file, some data into file, that file will be stored into your working directory by default. Okay guys, so how to check the current working directory? For that, the function is getwd, and you can see this is my current working directory. Now how to change that? On Mac, I have to go to MISC and click on change working directory. So what I'll do, I'll go to desktop, and I have created one folder, and in which you can see there is myfile.csv. Before changing the current working directory, I'll show you read.csv. I'll try to read a CSV file by name, that is myfile.csv. Then you will see there is one error because it is searching for that file in the working directory, but it is not present over here. So I'll change the working directory now. I'll go to MISC, change working directory, then desktop, then this. Okay guys, now to check whatever files are available in my working directory or in my present directory, I can write dir. Here you can see my file is available. Now I will try to load a CSV file, read.csv, and this. Now you can see the CSV file is successfully loaded. Now there is one more basic command which is very basic. You should know that. Before doing that, I will show you how to set working directory for Windows. It is very simple. So this is Windows, and in Windows, instead of MISC, you have to go to file and click on change dir, and you can select, like I will go to desktop and I'll select the R program over here, this folder over here, and okay. If I do all the functions, all the commands and everything is same, getwd, and it will show me the current working directory. Apart from that, nothing is different. So we'll continue over here. So the another basic function I was talking about is ls. What it does, it will show me the list of all the objects uh, which are present in the workspace. So what is workspace? When we are when we are running some kind of script or some functions in R console, so whatever variables, functions present currently will be shown in workspace. So you can check that in ls. Right now there is no any variable or any function present in my workspace. So let's start with writing our basic code. Don't look into functionality. You can start a new script by clicking over here, or I can go to file and click on new document. Okay, so let's write the first function. So I have already written one function. Don't go and check the function. Don't go by the functionality. I'll explain it afterward. It is just a basic function with name my function. And now how to load this function into workspace or into console. So by default, when I write ls, there is nothing. If I write my function here, it shows that no object is available. The first way is just directly copy here and paste it over here, and then write my function. It will show me the, okay, I have made a spelling mistake. My function, it will show me the definition, but this is not the correct way. You should not copy paste and this thing. What I'll do, I'll save this file, and save it as I can give its name as a my function, or I can give any other name. So I'll give experiment 1. I'm by purposefully I am giving it different name so that you should it should be clear that function name and file name can be different. Okay, save. Once this is done, now you have to load this file. You have to load this file into workspace. How to do that? For that, the function is source and write the file name. So the file name is exp1 exp1. Sorry, I have to write it in quotes. Again, by default whatever file I save over here, it is saved as extension as R. So instead of loading sourcing exp1, I should do exp1.r, and you can see it's loaded correctly. Now if I do ls, you can see my function is added. Okay, and if I want to execute my function, if I write just my function, it will show me the definition, but if I want to execute, I need to give opening and closing bracket. So it is giving me some random output. It is nothing but a mean of 100 random variables. Every time it will give me some different output. Now let's add the another function in the same file. See, even though I have added it over here and saved the file, if I do the ls, you won't see the second function present over here. So for that you need to source the file once again. So I am doing source exp.r exp1.r once again, and now if I do ls, sorry guys, I'm making same mistake again, ls, you can see now there are two functions. So if I do second, it will show me the definition, and if I execute the function, it will give me error because I haven't passed any argument, and the argument is required for this operation. So second, and if I am passing some 10, so what it is doing, it is adding some random noise in that value. If I do 100, 10 to 20, so it will give me some 10 values, from 10 to 20, 11 values with some random noise. So that's it guys. So this is how you can write your first script function, and you can start with R programming. We will come up with some more stuff in R. We have just started yet. And if you like my work, if you like my tutorials on IoT, apart from R, I have already created some tutorial on IoT, some solutions in machine learning and artificial intelligence, some in deep learning. So you can check it out, some interview question and answer. If you like my work, please put it in the comment box, click on the like button, and to encourage me, please click on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. This is Akshay Daga signing off.